Hi friends, good morning. In our last session, we discussed centroid and orthocenter. One more point regarding orthocenter is, friends, if the given coordinates form a right angle triangle, if the given coordinates form a right angle triangle, then the vertex where right angle is formed itself is the orthocenter. If the given coordinates form a right angle triangle, I tell you a small example: 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, and 4, 3. 2, 3, 2, 4, and 4, 3. These are the given coordinates, friends. These are the given coordinates, friends. These three coordinates form a right angle triangle. See the distance between these two: 4 minus 3 whole square plus 2 minus 2 whole square, that is 1. And the distance between these 2 points, I am squaring: 3 minus 4 whole square plus 4 minus 2 whole square, 1 plus 4, 5. And distance between these 2 points: 3 minus 3, 0, 4 minus 2 whole square, 4. So the distance 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. This is AC square plus AB square is equal to AC square. These are the extremities of the hypotenuse. These are the extremities of the hypotenuse. See friends, this is 2, 4. This is 4, 3. This is 2, 3. This is 2, 3. This distance is 5, of course root 5. This distance is root 4. This distance is root 1. This distance is root 1. This distance is root 4. So this is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So the given coordinates form a right angle triangle. The given coordinates form a right angle triangle. If the given coordinates form a right angle triangle, then the point where the right angle is, itself is the orthocenter. So for this triangle, this and this are the extremities of the hypotenuse, because this square is equal to this square plus this square. So these two vertices are the extremities of the hypotenuse. So the remaining vertex 2, 3 is the orthocenter. At the point 2, 3, the right angle is formed. So for these 3 points, orthocenter is, friends, orthocenter is 2, 3. This is one important bit. And one important concept. And second thing, centroid G, 2 plus 2 plus 4, 8 by 3, 3 plus 4 plus 3, 10 by 3, centroid. And see, we know orthocenter, we know G, centroid, and we can find S. Okay friends, we know that conclusion. What is that conclusion? G divides O and S in the ratio 2:1. So O is 2, 3. S we have to find. And this G divides these 2 points in the ratio 2:1. So we know G. let us equate the coordinates to G to find x and y. So we can get a circumcenter. We can get a circumcenter. See friends, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. This is equal to 8 by 3 and m by 2 plus n by 1 by m plus n is equal to 10 by 3. So 3 gets cancelled. 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3, and 2y is equal to 7, y is equal to 7 by 2. See, one important conclusion I wanted to tell you friends. For a right angle triangle, the midpoint of the hypotenuse itself is the circumcenter. Now let us see what is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. 2 plus 4 by 2, midpoint 2 plus 4 by 2, 3, we got 3. 4 plus 3 by 2, 7 by 2. So the midpoint is 3 comma 7 by 2. So for a right angle triangle, we need not find the orthocenter, and the second thing is we need not find circumcenter. Circumcenter is nothing but the midpoint of the hypotenuse. Right friends, very important. Circumcenter is nothing but the midpoint of the hypotenuse, and this is orthocenter. G we can easily find. See 2019 bit friends. This is 2018. 2018 bit friends. So this is very important. On seeing the coordinates, you can immediately tell the orthocenter and circumcenter. Provided the three coordinates form a right angle triangle. Okay friends. Now let us go to the next problem. Next one. So for a right angle triangle, where the right angle is formed, that is the orthocenter, and the midpoint of the hypotenuse is the circumcenter. Okay friends, now let us have a look on circumcenter. Friends, circumcenter is the point of intersection of the perpendicular bisectors. See, ABC is a triangle, and this SD and SE and SF are the perpendicular bisectors. This line is perpendicular to BC. Moreover, this bisects BC into two equal parts. So circumcenter is the point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors. So we have to find the circumcenter. To find the circumcenter, we have to find the point of intersection of point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors. Perpendicular bisectors. So let us take one problem and find the circumcenter. Okay, friends. Friends, first let us find one equation. What is that equation? Perpendicular bisector equation. Equation of perpendicular bisectors. Equation of the perpendicular bisector. Equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points x1 y1 x2 y2. We can find the equation of SF if A and B are known. A and B are known. Now we are going to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Equation of the perpendicular bisectors of the line joining A and B, whose coordinates will be given. A will be given, B will be given. This is say x1 y1, this is say x2 y2. Then we can find the perpendicular bisector equation. So equation of the perpendicular bisector: A x1 y1, B x2 y2. So the perpendicular bisector of equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line joining x1 y1 and x2 y2. The line joining x1 y1 and x2 y2 is this, friends: x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equal to x minus x2 whole square plus y minus y2 whole square. This is easy to remember also. Equation of the perpendicular bisector. Equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line joining x1 y1 and x2 y2. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Is x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equal to x minus x2 whole square plus y minus y2 whole square. Because this is easy thing, friends. This perpendicular bisector is the locus of a point which is equidistant from A and B. This is equal distance from A and B. Any point on this line will be equidistant from A and B. So now we are finding the locus. Of a point which is equidistant from A and B. Locus of a point which is equidistant from A and B means that is nothing but a perpendicular bisector. That is what we are doing here. This is the equation. Now let us consider one example. Let us find the equation for perpendicular bisector. Okay, friends. What is the perpendicular bisector of? 1 4, 5 minus 2. 1 4, 1 4 and 5 minus 2. So we have to find the equation of perpendicular bisector of the line joining this and this. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So now we have to find the locus of the locus. So say that is yxy. What is the equation for us? X minus x1 whole square. X minus 1 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. Y minus 4 whole square is equal to x minus 5 whole square. X minus 5 whole square plus y minus of minus 2. Y plus 2 whole square. X square term and y square term will get cancelled. So x square plus 1 minus 2x plus y square plus 16 minus 8y is equal to x square plus 25 minus 10x plus y square plus 4 plus 4y. So minus 10x comes to this side, minus 10x minus 2x, 8x, y term, y 4y plus 4y comes to this side, minus 4y minus 85 minus 4y minus 12y, and constant term 25 plus 9, 25 plus 4, 29, 29 minus 17, 16 plus 17. So 8x minus 12y minus 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. If you can further simplify on dividing by 4, 2x minus 3y minus 3 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Equation of the perpendicular bisector is important, friends, because that is useful not only for this but also finding the circumcenter, because circumcenter is the point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors. Circumcenter is the point of intersection of the perpendicular bisectors. So we find two perpendicular bisectors. We find the equations of two perpendicular bisectors, and by solving those two equations, we get the circumcenter. Let us do one problem on this. Okay, friends. What is the circumcenter of the circle? What is the circumcenter of the triangle? What is the circumcenter of the triangle whose vertices are 1, 3, 3 minus 1 and 5, 3 and 5, 3. These are the vertices of a triangle, and now we are finding the circumcenter of this triangle. Circumcenter means point of intersection of the perpendicular bisectors. So now we have to find two perpendicular bisectors, and by solving those two we get the circumcenter. Okay, friends, first find the perpendicular bisectors of these two. 1, 3, 3 minus 1, 5, 3. Let us find the perpendicular bisector of this, and thereafter let us find the perpendicular bisector of these 2 points, and by solving those two equations we get the circumcenter. Okay, friends, for that our equation is x minus x1 whole square, x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to x minus 3 whole square plus y minus of minus 1, y plus 1 whole square, x square plus 1 minus 2x plus y square plus 9 minus 6y is equal to x square plus 9 minus 6y plus y square plus 1 plus 6x. So minus 6x comes to this side, 6x minus 2x, 4x, x square term cancelled, y term gets cancelled, 4x coming to y plus 2y comes to this side, minus 2y, minus 8y, 4x minus 8y, next 10, this side 10 gets cancelled, 4x minus 8y is equal to 0, that is x minus 2y is equal to 0. or x is equal to 2y. X is equal to y. This is the first equation. This is the first equation. Now let us find the perpendicular bisector of these two. These two friends. X minus 3 whole square plus y minus of minus 1. Y plus 1 whole square is equal to x minus 5 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. It implies x square plus 9 minus 6x plus y square plus 1 plus 2y is equal to x square plus 25 minus 10x plus y square plus 9 minus 6y. Y square, x square cancel, minus 6x. Minus x comes to plus 10x. 10x minus 4x, 6x. 4x plus 2y minus 6y comes to this side, plus 8y. 9 plus 1, 10. 9 gets cancelled. 25 minus 1, 24 is equal to 24. On dividing with 4 we get x plus 2y is equal to 6. This is equation 2. Solving these two equations, x is equal to 2y is the first equation. Let us substitute x is equal to 2y. 2y plus 2y, 4y is equal to 6. Y is equal to 6 by 4. 6 by 4 means 3 by 2. Y is equal to 3 by 2. Why 3 by 2 means x is equal to 2y. That is equal to 2 into 3 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. 3 remains. So 3 comma 3 by 2. 3 comma 3 by 2 is the eccentre of the triangle, friends. Okay friends, you have to remember this formula. Equation of the perpendicular bisector. We have found equation of the perpendicular bisector of these 2 points. And we have solving those 2 equations. We got x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 3 by 2. Okay friends, tomorrow in the next section let us discuss in center and eccentre. Thank you friends.